The Golden State Warriors are officially the 2022 NBA champions, and Steph just won his first Finals MVP. I just want to say, like, it's incredible that the Golden State Warriors actually won the championship, because over the last 2 years, they sucked. They were one of the worst teams in the NBA. We're facing a lot of major injuries, like for example, Klay Thompson. He had an Achilles injury and an ACL. Like, those two are really two major injuries, and he was able to come back and contribute to win, the finals. He didn't put up great numbers like in game. Through this series, he averaged like 17 points and shot 35% from the field, 35% from three, which is nothing like him. But that's still incredible that he was able to come back from those two major injuries and contribute to win. And then when we look at Steph also, he had a hand injury. It was just incredible to see all those things, because the Warriors, man, are so incredible. Like, the diversity that they were facing, and nobody was really believing in them. And then, like, Andrew Wiggins was a bust, before he went to the Warriors. That's what everybody was saying, but I never thought that. And it's just incredible to see that the Warriors actually won a championship again without KD. Bro, that's crazy. Like, they won a championship without Kevin Durant. The pressure that Kevin Durant is going to go to the next season is going to be incredible, because now the Warriors won a championship without him. So those two rings that he won with the Warriors, people are going to be judging them like, yo, do they really count? Is he an all-time great? He's an all-time great. Don't get that wrong. And that he's going to get a lot of criticism because of that. But, Klay, Steph, and Draymond are the core that has won the Warriors championship. They are the three people that have kept that dynasty going with the Warriors, and we have to give them all the credit. Even though Draymond Green played horrible in the finals, through those 6 games, he was putting up 6 points while shooting 33% from the field and 12% from 3. Damn, that's bad. Yes, he put up 8 rebounds and 6 assists, which is kind of like what he does. And on the defensive side of the game, he was getting killed by Jaylen Brown. Like, Jaylen Brown was attacking his boy. And now that we're talking about Jaylen Brown, this guy deserves the most credit from the Boston Celtics. He was literally the person that kept the Boston Celtics in the games. He literally was the best player for the Boston Celtics. Just now in Game 6, he had 34 points and shot 12 of 21 from the field. We're talking about 52% from the field. And then from 3, let me check, he shot 45% from 3. This guy, man, was doing everything for the Boston Celtics. He really tried to make this team win. But we got to talk about Jason Tatum real quick. Jason Tatum completely disappeared in this series. He did not have one great game like he did against Giannis or the Miami Heat or, anybody else in the playoffs. He did not do that against the Warriors. I don't know if it was the lights or whatever it was. He just couldn't get nothing going with the Warriors. Maybe it was the finals. Maybe it was just the lights were too bright for him, because in Game 6, in an elimination game, you expect your superstar player to play great. But Jason Tatum did not do that. He only put up 12 points. 12 points and shot what? 6 of 18 from the field. 33% from the field. Come on, man. And then from 3, 25%. Come on, you're the superstar. So, he reached that level of superstar, so he needs to get that criticism now. And I understand that he's still young, but he could be back in the NBA Finals in the future. But the way he played in that Finals, my God, man, what's even worse than the meltdown that LeBron had in 2011? I cannot think of another player that had a thing like that. But, the Celtics deserve all the most credit for being in the finals when nobody was thinking that they were going to make it, especially me. I really thought they were going to get swept by the Brooklyn Nets, and they swept the Brooklyn Nets. So when we make a recap on the Celtics season, they did an amazing job. They did a great job this whole season. We're like 18-21 at one point in the season, like the 11th seed in the Eastern Conference, and then to make it all the way to the 2nd or 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference, to making it all the way to the finals, beating the Brooklyn Nets, beating the Milwaukee Bucks, beating the Miami Heat, to then taking the Golden State Warriors to 6 games. Who they have is Stephen Curry, you know what I mean? One of the best players of all time that should be considered into the top 10 right now. I mean, we have to look at that. I'm gonna make a video about that. We're gonna take a look at that, if he actually deserves to be in the top 10. We have to respect the Celtics for being that team to make that turn around to make it all the way to the finals and taking the Warriors to 6 games and having actually a legit chance to win a championship. So I'm interested to see what they're going to do the next season, if they're going to keep the whole team together or not. I really don't know who's a free agent or not. It's something that I'm going to look at through the off season and make a video about them too, as maybe what they should do or what they should keep, or should they trade Jaylen Brown? That's a joke. I don't think they should trade Jaylen Brown no more. I thought that before, but they shouldn't do that no more. But when I look at the Warriors side, like, their future is looking really bright, you know, like the Boston Celtics also. But when I look at the Warriors, like, damn, they have Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins, that's still young. Then you have Jonathan Kuminga that's coming up. Next season is going to be better. Then you look at James Wiseman, it's going to come back, and that's the piece that the Warriors are missing, a center. And then, oh my God, if James Wiseman comes back and it's just a little bit better than Kevon Looney, oh my God, the Warriors are going to be too dangerous. Because Stephen Curry is still, like, he's 34 years old, and his game is not about being athletic. His game is about shooting threes and having a good handle. His speed is going to probably drop slowly, but he's still going to be able to make shots and get his 20 to 25 points any given night for the next 2-3 years. And then Klay Thompson, he's going to get his legs back next season. His defense is going to be better, you know what I mean? Draymond Green, I don't know if he can get any better than what he is today, but he just needs to play defense. So the Warriors' future is looking very, very bright, man. They look like they could win a championship next year again. I'm not going to say they're winning it next year. That's something that we have to first look at, what every other team does and how the draft goes, you know. That's something that we're going to talk about soon, about the draft, you know. There's some really nice players, and that's probably going to be my next video. I'm going to be making a video about, you know, the top 3 draft, the top 3 prospect in this year's draft, because they're looking really good, bro. One could be the next KD, just going to say that. But yeah, man. Let's just end the video like this. Just wanted to make a quick recap on everything that was going on with the finals now. So yeah, man, see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.